This is a story about going on a blind date. It was like the worst blind date ever. So back in them days, I was only in my 30s. It was after I had left my first husband. So back in them days, there was no internet dating, but you could go in the newspaper and find ads to meet people. So I went in the newspaper and I found this guy that sounded very interesting. Well, lo and behold, I met him up at this bar and grill place, and he had some of his friends who were couples, who were coupled up to meet us up there so I would feel more comfortable. So lo and behold, I get there and we start talking, and his friends are sniggering and saying stuff like, ask him how old he is, and I was like, how old are you? And he told me so. Apparently he had lied about his age, and so he was substantially older than me, but he looked really good for his age and was in shape, and I was like, okay. And the next thing they started giggling about was like asking him how many children he has. And I was like, okay, well, how many children do you have? And he said 9. And I said, did you say 9? And he said 9. I was like, and they were laughing, and so I started laughing too. I was like, can I see a picture of you and your 9 children? Because I thought it was some kind of joke. So he whipped it out, and he did have 9 children. I think he had about 5 wives, but there were some sets of twins and such. At the end of the day, I was just thinking, yeah, and I was kind of laughing and joking it off or whatever. And I was like, well, looks like your oldest son is like my age. Do you think, I could get a date with him and stuff, Well, he flew mad, and he said that this date is over. He was just a real turd. I guess I dodged a bullet because I was going to be nice to him. I thought we'd dance and have a good old time and make the best of the evening. But he just was like really an ass, and he just said, this date is over. And I was like, okay, well, you can walk me out to my car because I'm going home or whatever. I should have just stayed and kicked my heels up, I guess. Jackass. Ugh.